Alright, so I just did my top valve cover here. Oh, excuse me, my valve adjustment. But I also got this G-Craft valve cover here. See, look, yeah, it's a thin valve cover compared to the stock. So what this does is I think it's a knife. What this does is it gives you more surface area to to help it cool basically. And it comes with 2 bolts, Allen head bolts, G-Craft. So see that? Gives you more surface area, just like over here the cam cover here has the fins. More surface area, more cooling. You know, you look at the Grom, the Monkey, and the Super Cub. Those 3 bikes, they don't have a fin valve cover. Only the Trail has it. So that tells me that the Trail, you know, as far as what people use for it is you're gonna use it in dirt, so it's gonna probably be slower speed, higher rev, you know, more heat. You know, slower speed means less wind. Less wind means more heat buildup. You know, it doesn't dissipate the heat as easily. It doesn't cool as easily, so it needs more fins, more surface area, basically. Right, so more surface area will make it cooler. Let me just feel it by hand, see how much is just by my hand, see how much it weighs. So it's definitely, oh yeah, it's definitely more weight. It feels like it's almost double the weight, almost. So let's see. Feeling it here by my hand, just like so. Compared to this, yeah, that's like double the weight, or pretty close to it. So that's good. So 2 things that does when you have, you know, 2 ways that this runs cooler is that 1, it has a fin, so it cools easier, but also has more mass. So more mass means more thermal capacity. Means it could catch more heat, or could hold more heat. So that way, when this thing does get hot, if there's not enough mass, and this thing gets hot, it gets hot really fast, because because basically it doesn't have enough. If it has less mass, it doesn't have enough thermal capacity, so it overheats easily like that. But if you have more mass, you have higher thermal capacity, and that means it will it could get hotter, or have more heat put into it, and not overheat. So you increase the thermal capacity. So I just moved the O-ring over. All right. So I was using a razor just to pry it off. So if you do that, you know, be very careful, because you know it's very easy to damage the O-ring. So I'm looking at the mating surface here. It looks all clean, so it looks all good. And just pop it in. Doesn't matter which side, whatever. It doesn't matter. Where's my bolts? Let me get the bolts here. So this one you have to use these bolts, and you can't use your factory bolts, because the factory bolts, I don't think they fit. Yeah, they don't fit. See the head right there on the factory bolt? They don't fit. They don't sit down into this, because this is recessed, right? It has like a countersunk to it. Whereas the factory one don't. The factory one is just that thickness is still there. It's the same thickness, but it's not recessed. So that's why the factory bolts are longer than the aftermarket ones, because of that recessed, the recessed part. Okay. So let's get these on here. So I have this on my Super Cub and also my my Monkey as well. I have these fin covers, and I actually also replaced the non-fin cam cover here with fin covers as well. So I'm doing it here as well. So yada. On. So what are these? Are these 6 or 5s? Oh, these are 5s. Dang it, I don't have any 5mm on me right now. I need to go grab a 5mm. But in the meantime, I screw this on by hand. And you see it's a little higher up, you know, a little taller. So it does clear the manifold there, and down here it should clear the down here too. There's plenty of space, so we should be fine in that regards. Let me go get my tool real fast. All right, so I have my little 5mm here. So I'm gonna finish doing this, spinning this in by hand. Then I could use the wrench to tighten this up. So right now I'm just gonna do one only. Yeah, you guys don't need to see this twice, right? You don't need to see me do this twice, just like with the valve adjustment on the bottom. You don't need to, I did it on top. You don't need to see me do it on the bottom as well, because actually I haven't even done the bottom yet. Let me put this cap back on. Okay, so that's it. So that's the fin valve cover. So there's lots of different companies that makes these valve covers, various versions. And I saw some other brand, I forgot what brand it was, where it was even more mass. It was like huge. The thing was ginormous. It was big, and it was like, whoa, you know, it had a lot of mass, and it's big and bulky, and a lot of surface area. So that works even better. But you know, I already ordered this before I saw those, so it's too late now. You know, I already got it basically. You know, ideally, I want to have as much mass and as much fins as possible, surface area as possible, so that way it cools better. Especially, you know, using for running on dirt and stuff. And now that I'm running, you know, knobby tires, create more resistance, so it puts even more load on the engine, making the engine work even harder. So yeah, so that's it. All right, thanks for watching.